Hi, it's Gordon with week 7 of 2012, A Year with Mya-Moe Unscripted, and this week's topic is the 6-string ukulele. Here we've got a tenor 6-string. We also make them in baritone, but it's a tenor 6. This one is made out of chocolate heart mango. Gorgeous instrument. I love the mango, the tone of it, and the look of it. So, I often tell people that the 6-string is, for most people, a specialty instrument. It's not their first instrument. But that's not always the case. In fact, some of our more prominent musicians, Marcus Mumford, Ben Lovett, who's also in Mumford & Sons, Kate Power, out of Olympia, Washington, it's their only ukulele, or certainly their primary one. So it's really a great instrument. It's strung G-C-E-A. And as you could probably hear there, the C and the A strings are octave doubled. So here we've got our high G, and then a high C, the regular C, then E, then you've got a low or regular A. I'm sorry, a low A. Your regular A is that one. So it's strung G-C-E-A, but in fact it can be strung, keeping that tuning, it can be strung a bunch of ways. It doesn't have to be a high G, just like a regular ukulele. You could make this a low G. And these strings, you could reverse the order of them, so you could have G and then the low C and then the high. You can reverse the order of the A's. I like to have that normal A, the higher of the two, on the outside, because otherwise as you're strumming, your finger will hardly hit the high A because that wound string or the fatter string will kind of cover it up. So this way on the upstroke you get to hear that A. But those could be reversed. You can also, instead of octave doubling the strings, and that's what it's called when they're an octave apart, you could have them be the same. So these could both be high C's or low C's, and same here, these could both be high A's or low A's, so they could just be paired. And it's really all up to the tone that you want to get out of your ukulele. There's no right or wrong answer for how to do that. These are a combination of Worth fluorocarbon strings and D'Addario wound strings. We really like the wound strings for the bass because listen to that sustain, and they're going to keep going. I can still hear it. So we love those wound strings. We love the Worth fluorocarbon on our instruments, but Worth doesn't do any wound strings. They just do pure fluorocarbon. Their all fluorocarbon set is nice. It's got good balance. It just doesn't have the sustain. And as we talked about in the string video, when you get a fatter fluorocarbon or any nylon string, they're going to sound a little thunky. And we like to have the precision and the definition as you move up the fretboard. So it's a great instrument for strumming. It's just got such great breadth of tone, I think. I just love the broad sound. It's almost harp-like. But it can also be used for finger picking. It's a little bit more difficult because those paired strings are pretty close together, but it certainly is quite doable. People ask if it's a harder instrument to play than a 4-string, and it really, I guess marginally, it's a little bit harder because you've got to fret 2 strings instead of 1 in a couple of places, but it really is a very tiny difference. It's got a little bit wider fretboard. It's 1.5 inches here at the nut to accommodate the 6 strings. But it really is not much harder to play at all or to fret, and even bar chording up the neck is still very easily done. You can play this all the way up the neck. So it's a great instrument. It's very versatile. Now I often say it's not someone's primary instrument, and the reason for that is that I think that just a 4-string ukulele is in a way more versatile, or more songs set up for it, or maybe it's just that there's more YouTubes and instructional video that's done on the 4-string. But this 6-string is certainly a great specialty instrument. It is often people's second ukulele, for those where it's not their first. I think if I could only own 3 ukuleles, I actually don't get to own any. I get to play a lot and see a lot, but I don't get to own any. But if I could only own 3, this would be one of the 3. I would have a 4-string tenor, I would have the 6-string, and I would have, I think I would have a super soprano. I like the concert fretboard and mixed with the tone of that. Anyway, that is the 6-string. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, just shoot me an email, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.